Okay, hey, this is Dr. Sean over at Natural Body Works, and today we're going to do some stuff on the foot. Now we're going to go all the way up the ankle, but we're going to start with the Meridian acupuncture pen here. I had to change the battery, so that's what I said before. But we're going to go along the Spleen Meridian, and one of the things I was explaining before is the spleen is a yin organ, so it's a solid organ, and it's therefore more nourishing, and we'll get into the function of it later, but the yin versus yang. So here's the thing. So with yin is on the inside or lower part of the body. Yang is on the outside or the upper part of the body. So the feet are more yin than the hands. The hands are more yang. So here's the weird thing about the meridians. So we did the meridians for the hands already. And one of the things we realized is the yang ones start on the hands and go back. And then the yin ones end on the hands. Okay, on the inside of the hand. So the yin is like remember the heart, the pericardium, and the heart, the pericardium, and I forget the next one. It's out of my head right now. But anyway, on the foot, for example, we have the spleen, the kidney, and the liver meridian. Now these are all yin organs, and they all start down the foot. We're going to do those ones first, so it's going to be spleen today. Then we'll do liver, and then we'll do kidney. But then the yang organs are on the outside. Okay, those are the outside, the more rough side of the skin, more active side, I guess you'd say. And those ones end down there, so you have bladder 67, all that kind of jazz. A bunch of stomach meridian down here. Those are yang or empty, yin or solid organs. But anyway, let's get going on this kind of thing. So don't forget, if you want to look at more of these, hit that subscribe button right down here, and leave me a comment or whatever, thumbs up, thumbs down, do that stuff. But let's go through it. Let's kind of start this one here. I put a new battery in. We've got to start about 3. We're going to go spleen 1. So spleen has 21 points. Starts on the big toe, on the medial side, ends in the mid-axillary line, so right along the side of your chest, right between the end of the last rib and the armpit. So it's way up in there. But we're only going to go through here, these ones, all the way through to about there. And this is right about there. This is the 9th spleen point. Well, let's go back down to here. So spleen 1 is actually on the corner of the big toe, right there. Oh, I can feel that really good. I'm at 3 on this one. Whoo-wee. It's good for abdominal swelling, blood in the stool, lower jowl bleeding. So that's going to be lower abdomen, like below the belly button, is going to be pelvic bleeding, so reproductive bleeding, or digestive bleeding. We don't want that kind of stuff anyway. It's not good for us. It also used for sleep problems, so disturbing dreams, bad dreams, and general mental health and convulsions. So if you're feeling, having weird dreams and freaking you out a little bit, you can press on that one or do this one here. The next one, spleen 2, medial toe, so the medial side of the toe, at the metatarsal phalangeal joint. So metatarsals is here. That's this bone, metatarsal, and then these are the phalanges, 1, 2. 14 phalanges on each foot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Same thing on the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So same. And it's a phalangeal joint here at this what's called fish skin, where the skin meets. So there you got the thicker skin of the sole of the foot and the thinner skin at the top of the foot. Remember, this is a yin side in here. So spleen 2, where are we at here? Medial toe at the metatarsal phalangeal joint. Bop, right there. Metatarsal phalangeal joint. Okay, right on the point. Let's see. Also good for abdominal swelling, bloating, distension, which is bloating. Your belly's like puffed up. Gastric pains, indigestion, diarrhea. Helps normalize functions in the lower abdomen. Ooh, that was really zinging me right there. Now, spleen 3 is on the medial portion of the foot. Here we are. At the proximal point of the joint of the first metatarsal. Bop, right here. The head of the distal part of the metatarsal before it widens on the fish line. So like as you're coming down here, it starts to get bigger. You feel like a bigger bump here. This is the joint here. So it's right in there. Yow. Oh, that's much better. I feel that up in my leg. Actually, we're going to turn it up, see if I can feel it more. Now remember, if you're feeling like zapping in this hand or something like that, or zapping somewhere else where you don't feel like you should, like if you're feeling in this hand when you're touching or this hand, that means that you're probably a little bit dehydrated. So increase your hydration and use a lotion like some kind of gel or something. You can use Tiger Balm, I guess, if you wanted to, or I have an arnica stuff that I make. You can use lotion, you can use aloe vera, whatever you want. It doesn't matter really. Oil would also be good. So this is number 3. That's a really neat one. Okay, before winds on the fish line, it's good not only for the lower abdomen digestive issue, but for general heaviness of the body. Here's a vocabulary word for you: borborygmus, which is tummy grumbles. That's kind of a cool one. It'll help with that, just as the plain sluggish feeling. So weird dreams, sluggish feeling. Feel so good. You just feel not so great. This is spleen 3. That's a good one. Spleen 4 is going to be the next one. Distal and inferior to the base of the first metatarsal. So here's the base. So this is the distal end. There's the proximal end. Oh, here we go. On the base of it, proximal. So you're going to feel a little bump right here, and it's going to roll right off onto this bone. There it is, right there, right on that fish line again. This one can be good for plantar fasciitis, commonly used for the lower belly. Sometimes you can feel the foot pulse if you like hunt around with this one. That's a kind of a good one. Ah, there we go. Bop, 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 bop. I can feel it down into here. That's kind of a neat one, and I'm only at 5. That's pretty good. Now that's with SP4. So we had 1, a 2, a 3, and then here we have 4. Let's go to spleen 5 in the depression, the distal, and inferior to the medial malleolus. So this is the medial malleolus. This is your ankle bone. So I'm going to move it up here. So this is medial malleolus. It's on the medial side, the middle side. And so you're going to feel around, and you feel the edge of it goes like this. Okay. So right on the distal depression, right in there, in the inner ankle bone, halfway between the tuberosity of the navicular bone and the tip of the medial malleolus. So navicular is right here, this bone, and then here's your the end. So it's right in the middle, right here. You'll feel in there. That's gonna be. That's a zinger. Now what you're probably getting is one of the nerves that come down through here into the foot. It's a really good one. Oh, that's a great one. Yow. Now you might want to move around. You may feel a little bit better if you move down or move in. So kind of explore with this thing. Remember, we're using this to find these on ourselves first, so we can kind of treat ourselves, but also so we can help with others. Remember, if you're helping with others, put this on and have the other hand on there too, because you have to have like that current going through. It works much better that way. That's a good one. Good for the abdominal issues again. Generally, this is a great one for foot problems. So you're getting good stuff in through here. There's a lot of muscles through here, and you might even feel, you just kind of poke around. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah, you feel. Now, one of the reasons you may not feel, so here, remember this is 5, so right there. So remember, one of the reasons you might not feel anything down here, so this is a long ways away, and if you have any kind of diabetic issues, you may have some neuropathy. Okay, so that's one thing that you could feel, or you have back injuries or something like that. So let's we're gonna pan this out a little bit, and I'll be able to see a little bit more of my foot. And there we go, a little bit more right there. So we put this like this, and put this up like this, and we're gonna go to 6. So this one's really important. So there's 5. Okay, so we're gonna go up and through here, and we're gonna find 6. This is one of the real important ones, because this is called 3 yins crossing. Remember, the yin ones for the foot are gonna be the kidney down here, and the spleen, and the liver. So those ones all cross in this area up through here. 3 inches. Remember inches. This is 1 inch. That's 1 inch for me. Yours is for you. So this is 3 right through here. So we take here, right at the end of that medial malleolus, put a hand right there. Bop. Right there. That's where that is. And if it feels tender, which mine does. Ooh-wee. This one's good to calm irritability. I'm not irritable or anything. Wah, la, la, la. That's too much. 4, 3. Let's put it about 3. There we go. 3 inches up. Bop right in there. You'll feel also, you'll find a little gully in here. It feels like tender right in that area. So you get in there and put it right on that one. Ooh, that's a good one. Good to calm irritability. Heals and helps fear and worry. That's a good one. Crossover point for the liver, the spleen, and the kidney. It's called 3 yins. Those are the yin meridians, crossings. This one's the only, not only for abdominal issues, diarrhea, constipation, borborygmus, all that jazz. Also good with sterility, delayed labor. So this is kind of a weird one. This one you're not supposed to do if you're pregnant. So if you're pregnant, you probably shouldn't. Don't mess with this one. But one of the things, oh man, wow, I really feel that one. I even feel it back into here. When someone's pregnant and they want to induce labor because it's time, man, and they can use this point to help that. I've never seen it really, make an amazing difference. It's not like you press it and the baby pops out, but it does improve. Whoo-wee, yowza, that's a doozy. Yeah. Good helps with, it can help with insomnia. It's kind of anxiety kind of stuff. This is a great for, ooh-wee. Wow, just barely touching that. That's a 3. Yikes, let's see how this one was again. Huh, much better. I'm just kind of barely touching them this time, and I feel it even in my hands. Just like this. Yeah, just kind of going through them. Again. Whee! Wow, that's a good one. Yikes. So this is a very important one. Very, very powerful one. Now, spleen 7, 3 inches above this one, or 6 inches above the ankle. So we have here the ankle. There's 3. There's that spleen 6. 3 more. Spleen 7. Right here. This one's good also for abdominal issues. So all these ones are good for abdominal issues. And coldness or numbness, the paralysis of the leg and knee. Good for swelling of the ankles. This is one right in there. So 6 inches. 6 of your body. It's just 3 and 6. And I can feel it really good right in there. And it's right on the back edge of this bone. So this is the tibia. Right on the back edge. 6 inches up. And you kind of poke around a little bit. Give it about 2 seconds. Ooh. Now when I'm here, I feel it all the way down here. I feel it exactly there. So see if you can find that too. Kind of play around with it. You can probably find one of these points. Now number 8. We're going to move down here. Now this counts from the medial tibia. Okay, number 8. So spleen, 3 inches from spleen 9. That's in here. Okay, then we go 3 inches down. So basically another, like there's 3, there's 6, and then there's looks like about 5 or 6, kind of up there. So we go from this little point here, where this bone here, you feel a little joint right in there, and this is the knee joint. Okay, this is the tibia, and there's a big bump here, and then it kind of like gullies in right there. And you go 3, counting from the medial tibia, right there, 3 inches down. So right in here. Ooh, I can feel that already. Good also, again, let's go back to old abdominal issues, or whatever. 3 inches from spleen 9. Yeah, down from spleen 9. Ooh, man. Can be used for reproductive issues again. Huh. Irregular menstruation and stuff like that. Also good for knee and for calf and stuff like that. But we're going to go to the lower border of the medial condyle of the tibia and the depression on the medial border of the tibia. 3 inches right in here. So here's the tibia, medial border of it, right in there. Huh. Can be used for swelling of the leg. This one here. Here's another way to find it. Put your hand on your kneecap like this, and then where your finger ends up, that's where it should be on you. So right in there. Used for edema, the swelling, that's a swelling of the leg. Jaundice, so if you have liver problems, it can help with that. Dysuria, so painful urination. Incontinence, urinating when you don't want to. And knee pain, a really good one for knee. This is a traditional one for knee pains. There's like 4 that go around, and then you have this other one set up here, the calf's nose. It's one of the group of the 4 for the knee, like I said. It corresponds with part of the saphenous nerve. Whew. Saphenous nerve all the way down. And that's what we're catching on down through here. It's called the saphenous nerve. It's also, there's a saphenous vein. There's always a saphenous artery. There's got to be, right? There's always 3. But there's a saphenous nerve that comes down in through here. So if someone has like numbness or tingling in there, this would be a great point for that. Now, you can also go above the knee to spleen 10. And we don't really need to do it, but if you kind of put your hand this way on top of your knee, it should be about right there. And that's another one we can kind of feel. But this one, you catch this one here. This is a bonus one. You're going to feel it all the way down into here. So it's going to help loosen up as you dig around. I feel it here. I feel it here. And it's really twitching good. And that's only a 3. So there we go. That's Spleen Meridian. I mean, make sure that you come down in this section down here and what's it called? Sign up for more. Do the subscription thing. Give me a a thumbs up or a thumbs down or whatever, and let me know what you think. I mean, we're having fun with this kind of thing. We've done the hands, so look at those. And remember, We're going to go through the yin ones first on the foot. There's going to be the spleen, the kidney, and the liver meridian. Not liver, yeah, liver meridian. And then we'll do, later on, we'll do the yang ones, which are the bladder, and then the urinary bladder, the gallbladder, and the stomach. So we'll go through those. It's going to be a little harder for me to do. The yin ones are easy because my foot's like this, and I got to figure out a way to do, like this way or something. So it's going to be a little bit more awkward, but I'm using myself as my own dummy. Anyway, so here's the Meridian acupuncture pen. If you want one, one of these big guys right here, these look like this. So, if you want one of these guys, go down in the description, and there's a link for one that I found on this one, actually, that I found on Amazon. I like it a lot. I mean, it's okay. It's a good machine. It's not like the end-all answer to anything, and it's really better for what we're intending here, which is let's find the meridian points and study them and learn them a little better. So this is Dr. Sean over at the Natural Body Works here in Parker. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Meridian acupuncture pen.